Hello, Omar. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Flor, welcome. Good evening. How are you
Yes,
today?
I'm fine. Today my day was more relaxed. In the afternoon, I went to have a coffee with my daughter, and we had a great time.
Okay, that's something good to know. So, well, thank you for sharing and welcome to our class. Let's see, Omar, how are you today? Okay, nice. What
Can
happened
you
to
hear
your...
me, teacher?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, so sorry, I have a little bit problem of my network.
Oh,
So I
okay.
feel really good. I really feel great ending the week. So I'm good.
Yes,
Tomorrow
that's some...
and Sunday is for rest a little bit.
Yes, okay, so very good, Omar. Thank you for sharing. That is something important, guys. Okay, spend time, well, rest and also spend time with your family and with people that you feel comfortable with. Who's Galaxy A31? Galaxy A31?
Neftali, I'm Neftali.
Ah, okay. Hello, Neftali. How are you today?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Actually, I'm working, but I'm connect
Oh,
on internet.
okay.
You,
Okay, thank you for being here, Neftali. Even though you are working, so it's something really nice from you to be here with us. Okay, so welcome to our class. Everybody, it's time to start. As you can see, okay, so we have a shorter time to practice in this opportunity, but we'll take advantage of our time. Guys, in this opportunity, as you remember, yesterday we were talking about the indirect the passive voice, and the question was from last part. But yesterday, guys, we were talking about passive voice. Today, guys, we'll have another topic, but it is also important. Okay, so right now, pay attention to our question. Everybody, have you ever gone to these places? As you see, we have four places and events. We have museums, art galleries, theaters, and also we have traditional festivals. So let's start, and everybody, let's talk about museums. Have you ever gone to museums, guys? What about you, Flor? Have you ever gone to a museum?
Yes, teacher. When I was in school,
Ah, okay. That's pretty good. So what museum have you gone to?
David J. Guzmán.
Okay, okay, that's a good one. So anthropology museum, that's pretty good. What about you, Omar? Have you ever gone to a museum?
Yes, teacher. I went to museum. I remember when I was in high school. So maybe around 5 years ago, maybe or more. I remember I went to Marte Museum.
Okay, so Marte Museum or Art Museum. Okay, very good job. That's another good one. And what about you, Neftali? Have you ever gone to a museum?
I remember when I was young, I went with my parents and my sister to a museum. It was beautiful because in that place are a lot of kind of things that that didn't that different thing and fantastic was fantastic.
Oh, it was fantastic. Pretty good. Okay. To what museum have you gone to?
Um, I don't remember the place, but it was a museum.
Okay. The important thing that it was a museum. Very good job.
I
Okay. So
I remember because recently visit the Children's Museum,
Ting Marín.
the Tin Marin with my
Ah,
daughter.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, it's so beautiful. I think okay, this is an amazing place to learn and to have fun at the same time. So those are good places. Very good. Thank you for sharing, guys. But well, Neftali shared something important, guys. His experience at the museum was fantastic. He doesn't remember what museum he went to, but he remembered that it was an amazing or it was a fantastic experience. What about you, Omar? How was your experience of Marte?
Okay, I remember it's a beautiful place with some with some culture and paintings. Um, I remember that.
Okay, very good. So there are many things over there. There's some objects that are part of culture, some other that are pieces of art. So pretty good. What about you, Flor? How was your experience at the museum?
I remember that there was a lot of history on anthropology and the or culture in ancient or
Ancient.
I ancient cultures or 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 culture in our country.
Okay, very good information that you share, Floor. Well, in the anthropology museum, there are many objects and things that are part or were part of ancient cultures. So that's pretty good. Now, guys, let's go to number 2. Tell me, please, guys, have you ever gone to an art gallery? What about you, Neftali?
Uh,
Have you ever gone
well,
to an art gallery?
never
Never.
only
Okay.
only on internet. I saw I saw an art gallery, but in places never visited.
Okay. Well, that's something good. And how was the virtual experience? I mean, to have to go to an art gallery, but online.
And the experience is that you learn a lot to different culture around the world, and you learn that the people who write the picture
Uh-huh. Okay. Very good job.
uh,
That's a good opinion about the art galleries. Yes, Neftali?
and some galleries are expensive and another are inexpensive.
That's true. Okay, that's really true. So art galleries are expensive in some places. For example, guys, if you go to Europe, Europe is I don't know, but they are recognized because they care about a culture and about the artists that they had in the past. That's why art galleries and museums are really important in Europe. Okay, like countries like France, like Germany. So in those countries, guys, and maybe in Italy, you can see that they have many cultural places that are really famous. Okay, but here in El Salvador, they're not too famous. Okay, but okay, they are also important parts of our history and our culture. Well, what about you, Omar? Have you ever gone to an art gallery?
I never gone to art gallery teacher because I think, yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Sorry, I have a little problem with my internet connection, but so in my family, no, I think in Salvador weren't in my family weren't uh, a culture family, so I never go to art gallery.
You
But I
never.
like
Uh-huh.
ma yeah, I never. So I think I like the masterpiece of Picasso maybe and Van Gogh.
Okay, those are great painters. So that's also good. Okay, thank you for sharing. What about you, Flor? Have you ever gone to an art gallery?
Really, I haven't had the opportunity to visit an art gallery. And I'm really, I'm not very interested in that subject. It
Okay.
seems a bit boring to me.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, don't worry. I wasn't too interested in art when I was at school. So nowadays, I don't know. I don't it's not that important for me, but isn't that it isn't too well, it isn't too bad for me. Okay, so I can go, but it's not very interested for me. Okay, guys, do you know about any art gallery in El Salvador apart from Marte? Because as you know, in Marte, that's the art museum, so they have a lot of pieces of art. So is there any other place with an art gallery? Do you know any? I guess now. But guys, if you wanna see an art
The
gallery, guys.
art gallery is a subject not common.
In our country it's not okay, the art galleries are not very common, okay? But if you want to see an art gallery, guys, for free, you can go to Cuscatlan Park. I don't know, guys, if you live nearby Cuscatlan Park, but over there is an art gallery, okay? Outdoor art gallery, and there is also an indoor art gallery, which is, I don't remember the real name, but I think is Sala de Exposiciones Salarue. I don't remember the name, guys. But over there, you can go. You only have to register when you enter to the place, and you can see different pieces of art that some people have done. Okay, now everybody, let's go to the next one. And please, guys, pay attention to it. Have you ever gone to theaters? What about you, Flor? Have you ever gone to any theater?
I I remember always I went when I was in a school about 10 years ago. Uh, I went to the National Theater and I don't remember which obra, no sé,
Which
I saw.
play? You don't remember the play, but you went. The important thing is that you went.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay, thank
But
you for
it
sharing.
only one time. Only one time.
Only once. Okay. So,
Yes.
well, there is no problem, but you have had the opportunity. And how was the experience of going to the theater?
It's for me a little bit boring.
Okay, it
And
was kind of
really,
boring. Uh-huh.
and a lot of interesting in sometimes situation to the presentation, but it's no this it's a dislike for me really.
Okay,
I don't like.
and what about the traditional festivals? Do you like festivals?
Yes, the festivals. Yes,
Okay, so have you ever gone to any
because
to any
there are. Sorry, my internet is so bad. What is the question, teacher?
Oh, have you ever gone to a traditional festival?
Um, yes, the tradition of the Ceiba de Guadalupe and the I don't know how do you say procesiones of 20 week
Processions,
Semana
I guess.
Santa
I'm not
procession.
sure. Maybe processions. Okay.
Yes.
So yes, those are festivities that we have here in El Salvador, right? In the case of Holy Week that we are, well, Holy Week is around the corner, everybody. So Holy Week, everybody, it's a religious, well, those are religious activities. However, those are also festivities from our country because we celebrate them, or a specific group of the society celebrate this kind of activity. So those are also festivities. Well, what about you, Neftali? Have you ever gone to traditional festivals?
And never, only in high school, and September 3rd, 15 September.
So
I
you went to
remember I went,
you went to the parades.
I remember that I went, they were different kind of clothes, only that, and another traditional festival occurs in in Cerro Verde.
Uh-huh.
That that was that is a good place to know a good place because you can see the viewpoint and the volcano
Well,
and the forest.
thank you for sharing, Neftali. Those are good celebrations or festivities in our country. The first one, as you mentioned, the Independence Day activities. So you know that different kind of people go to parades, and we celebrate, and we have the marching bands. So there are many activities, okay, on the Independence Day. And then everybody, as well as Neftali mentioned, so we have the Jocote Festival, right, in Cerro Verde. Well, now, Omar, have you ever gone to a traditional festival?
Yes, teacher. I remember I went with my friends and family to traditional festival of farolitos in La Ruta de las Flores.
Uh-huh.
So my experience about, I remember, is very full of people, and it's very difficult participate in this traditional festival because it's a very full of people. And for my opinion, this traditional festival I don't like so much because this reason is very full of people.
Yeah, it's crowded, right? It's crowded. Well,
Yes, yes, it's crowded. Yes.
as you mentioned, that's something bad from our country, right? The festivals, since they are in small villages or in small towns, so they are always crowded. As you mentioned in Farolitos Festival, so there are always a lot of people. And it also happened in Fireballs Festival in Nejapa. But the thing over there is that they how can I say this? That they take a specific space to throw the fireballs, but that's part of the organization that they have. Well, guys, as you can see in this activity, and you shared, we were talking about places, well, cultural and historical places we have ever gone. And also we were talking about experience. You know, everybody, that whenever we talk about experience, we need to use adjectives. When we describe, everybody remember, we use adjectives. And that's our class for today. Everybody, in today's class, we are going to study and talk about participle adjectives. So right now, pay attention to the two forms of participle adjectives. Please right now, Flor, read the information and read the two examples.
Okay, participle adjective. Some adjectives have two forms. These are called participle adjectives. E.g., example, he is bored of doing homework. And ing, the movie was boring.
Very good. Thank you for reading, Flor. Guys, in this opportunity, we are talking about the participle adjectives or the participle adjectives, okay? As you see, we are using two structures. The first one is with letters ed, and the second one is with ing. These are, guys, these are known as well, we know them, guys, in the structures of the verbs. For example, guys, when we are talking about verbs, we say past participle. Okay, past participle to all the verbs that are in the third column. As you remember, we were talking about okay, we were talking about eaten, we were talking about done, we were talking about gone. So those are irregular verbs in past participle. But there are also, guys, irregular verbs in which we use letters ed. In this opportunity, guys, we are not talking about verbs, but we are talking about adjectives. And they are participle adjectives, everybody, because they have the two structures, the past participle structure and the present participle. The verbs in ing, guys, we used to say verbs in ing form or gerunds, but they can also be called present participle verbs, okay? So, as you remember, when talking about past participle, we use ed. When talking about present participle, we use ing. And the meaning of these two adjectives, guys, even though we are using similar adjectives, they don't have the same meaning, or yes, the meaning is the same, but not the usage, okay? The use of these two is not the same. For example, guys, in this part we have bored, bored, okay? He is bored of doing homework, so he doesn't want to continue doing homework, okay? But now, everybody, let's check the second example. The movie was boring. So she is bored because the movie was boring, okay? I know, guys, it can be a little bit confusing, but you'll see, guys, that it will be really, really easy. Okay, let's move on to our next part. In this opportunity, guys, let's check the adjectives, the participle adjectives with in ed form or in past participle. Please, Omar, help me reading right now this information.
Okay, teacher. Participle of adjective with ed, interested, worried, and surprised. We usually use the past participle to talk about how someone feels.
Thank you for reading all information, okay? As you can see, everybody, we use the past participle form of the verbs, or in this case, the adjectives, to talk about feelings, to talk about emotions, okay? Anytime we talk about feelings, everybody, we have to use these adjectives. For example, guys, we have interested, okay? If I use interested, everybody, I am talking about my feelings. I am talking about my emotions. So tell me, what is he interested in? What do you think, Flor? What is he interested in?
He interested in read.
Ah, very good. He is interested in reading. Okay, so the feeling that he has is a strong interest on the book. He is interested. The book is interesting? We don't know. Maybe yes or maybe no. But he is interested on the book. He likes the book. Then we have the second example. Worried. Okay. He is worried. So we are talking about the emotion that he has at that moment. And then the last one, guys, surprised. It's also talking about, guys, the feeling that this woman have. Okay? So remember, anytime we use adjectives with ed, we are talking about, everybody, emotions, feelings. Okay? So everybody, we can move right now to our second part. Oh, give me a second, everybody. Oops. Okay. This is it. Okay, everybody. Now pay attention. Pay attention to the following part. Okay, these are, everybody, adjectives in ing form. Give me a second, everybody. I made a mistake over here, so I will correct it. Okay, let me see.
Teacher, you are right now in in the last slide. I don't know is my connection or you.
Oh, I guess it was
in
mine.
participle. Okay.
I guess it was mine, okay? But this is it, okay, everybody? Right now, please, let's pay attention to this information. Dalila, or Flor, I'm sorry, help me reading this information about the participle adjectives in ing form.
Participle of adjectives ing form. Frightening, fascinating, disgusting. We usually use the present participle ending in ing to talk about the person, thing, or situation which has caused the feeling.
Amazing.
What is the correct pronunciation? Caused.
Cost.
Yes.
Cost.
Okay.
Very good, okay, but you did nice. Okay, pay attention to it, everybody. We usually use the present participle to talk about person, thing, or situation which has caused the feeling. In this opportunity, guys, we don't talk about the emotion that we have, but we talk about the cause of that emotion. Okay? For example, tell me, Omar, what is this animal? What is this insect?
It's a spider, so I don't know why. What means frightening?
Oh, frightening is scaring. So they are scaring, okay?
It's a horrible, scary.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
okay, so it's something horrible, something scaring, okay?
Yes,
Or
I
in
got
this
it.
case,
I really, yes,
as you can see,
I really frightening with the spiders, teacher.
oh, so spiders are frightened, okay? Spiders are frightening, okay? As you can see,
Okay.
everybody, we use the ing adjectives to describe the situation or the thing that makes us feel something in specific, okay? So I am frightened. I am frightened because of the spiders that are frightening. The spiders is the cause of my feeling. So when we
Okay.
use the ing adjectives, we are talking about the cause of something, okay? Then we have this luggage, okay? So we have this luggage, everybody, and we can talk about a travel. How how are the trips? What do you think, Flor? What is a characteristic of trips?
It's gorgeous and fascinating.
Okay,
Mhm.
Amazing, maybe, teacher.
Yes,
We can
very
use
good.
this word.
Yes, it's
the-
correct. Amazing. Okay, so I will write it over here. As you can see, when we use amazing, we are talking about the cause of something. Okay,
Okay.
so the trips,
all the words end in an ing. Really?
yes, that's right. Okay, remember if we
Okay.
are describing the cause of a feeling, so we use the ing adjectives. But if we talk about the feeling itself, the feeling that you have, so we use ed. Well, as you can see, the trips are fascinating. So the cause are the trips. The feeling is that you are fascinated with trips, okay? But trips are fascinating or they are amazing. Then, guys, we have the last one. For example, guys, let's talk about food. I don't like radish, everybody. I don't know why, but I don't like. For me, radish are disgusting. Okay, for me, radish are disgusting. So, everybody, as you can see, what is the cause of being disgusted? I am disgusted because of something. And what is the cause? The cause, everybody, are the radish, or is the radish, I'm sorry. Okay, so as you see, when we talk about the cause of something or the cause or the situation that caused something, so we use ing adjectives. Tell me, please, Omar, what is disgusting for you?
Okay, teacher. I think so is disgusting for me. Maybe the bad service in a restaurant is very disgusting for me.
Oh, great
And
example. Continue.
yes, and let me see. For me, it's very personal, but I don't like and disgusting the smell of chlorum.
Really? You don't
Yes,
like it?
yes,
Wow, that's something new. Okay, that's something I have never heard. But it's fine. Okay, thank you for
yes.
sharing. Now, what about you, Flor? What is something disgusting for you?
And in my case, I'm disgusting when I see a very spoiled child.
Okay, so those they are disgusting. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we are talking
Very
about
disgusting.
yes, okay. So we are talking about the person or the situation that caused a bad feeling in us or a good feeling in us. As you can see, not only bad feelings, because in these examples we have amazing and we have fascinating. So we can use positive and negative adjectives. Now, everybody, now that you know that when we are using ing, we are talking about someone or something that caused a feeling. But when we use ed, we are talking about specific feelings that we have. Everybody, let's see some examples. Remember, this kind of participle adjectives, guys, they have two forms. They have two forms, but remember, the meaning is not the same, okay? Or the meaning is, it's not the same, even though it's kind of similar. Let's see this, guys. We have alarming and we have alarmed, okay? Alarming, I am talking about a situation or person that caused it. Alarmed, I am talking about my feeling. Amusing, amused. Boring, bored. Remember, guys, this is something curious, and it's that sometimes when we are learning English, we used to say, I am boring. I am boring. But remember, when we use ing, we are talking about a person that caused something. So that means, guys, that everything is boring because I am boring. So I am the boring thing. But if I say I am bored, that means that my feeling is that one. My feeling is that I am bored. But if I say boring, that means that I have something bad that makes everything boring. Okay, let's remember this. Then, guys, we have confusing for situations and confused for our feelings. Let's see. Please, right now, help me with the next 4 examples, Flor. Remember to read the ing form and the ed. Go ahead.
Depressing, depressed. Embarrassing, embarrassed. Exciting, excite. Exhausting, exhaust.
Very good. Okay, thank you for your pronunciation, okay? So as you see, guys, depressing, depressed. Embarrassing, embarrassed. Exciting, something is exciting. Someone is excited, okay? So the feeling of a person is excited. The situation that caused the feeling is exciting. For example, guys, reading is exhausting. So reading for me, guys, causes exhausting feeling. So I am exhausted of reading. Well, that's just an example, guys. But okay, as you see, I am exhausted. I am exhausted, and reading the action makes me or makes everything exhausting. Okay, very good job. Now, Omar, help me with the last 3 examples. Go ahead.
Okay, teacher, fascinating and fascinate. Triggering and free, I don't know what is
Oh,
the correct,
frightening and frightening.
frightening and frightened. Okay, frustrating and frustrate.
frustrated. Remember that when we have a verb, or in this case, adjective with the letter T, we pronounce the final syllable. Fascinated, frustrated. Okay, very good. Well, as you see, everybody, in these examples, we have the two forms, ing and ed. Most of these adjectives, guys, are common, so it will be kind of easy for you to practice this vocabulary, okay? Just please remember, everybody, the use of them. If you see any other adjective that is not on the list, but you can tell me, okay, does it have ing or ed? Now that you identify the ending of the adjective, then you can choose if it is describing a feeling or emotion, or it is describing a person or a situation that makes a specific thing or makes a specific feeling appear. Okay? In this moment, guys, just before we go, because it's almost time, we will practice the following activity. Okay, guys, we will see some sentences and you have to fill in the blank spaces. Let me see. Okay, give me a second, everybody. Okay, in this opportunity, as you can see, we have to fill in the blanks. Okay, now, everybody, we are going to start with the game. Remember, you have to tell me what is the correct form of the adjective. Let's check. We have example number one about Jose. Tell me, Omar, what is example number one?
Yes, Jose was boring by the romantic movie.
Okay, Jose was boring. Okay, thank you. What about example number two, Flor? What do you think?
He's fascinated in literature.
With ing?
For me, yes.
Okay. Now, very good. Thank you. Thank you for your effort. What about example number three? It's so, no matter how much I study, I can't understand that topic. So what do you think is the real answer, Omar?
I think, teacher, it's so frustrating. No matter how much I study, I can understand the topic.
Ah, okay. That's a great sentence. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, very good job. So we have frustrating. Nice. Oops, give me a second. What happened? Oh, okay, let me see. There it is. Okay, let's check number four. The meeting was two and everybody were falling asleep. So what do you think is the right sentence, Flor?
It's a little bit confusing for me, but I think so. The meeting was too embarrassing and everybody were falling asleep.
Okay, well, that could be a right answer. But let's check the context of the sentence, okay? Everybody were falling asleep, okay? So everybody wanted to sleep. So what do you think can be the right answer? So maybe,
the meeting was too boring and everybody were falling asleep.
very good. That's right. Remember, guys, pay attention to the context, okay? Pay attention to the context of our sentences. So if we have everybody, for example, another sentence, so you can check what, according with the context, you can identify what's the right sentence. Let's see. I thought her idea was absolutely what? What do you think, Omar?
Yes, I think teacher for that tense is I thought her idea was absolutely interested.
Okay, it was absolutely interested. Okay, we'll check it. What about example 6? The teacher was really, so the class passed quickly. Okay, so what do you think is the right answer, Flor?
Yeah, the teacher was really amused.
Amused? Okay, it can be. Okay, that's a great example. Thank you. Well, amused, everybody, I don't know if you know the meaning, but it's entertaining, okay? So that's why I guess the answer is correct, okay? But let's check example 7. My cousin is really because her boyfriend will come back tomorrow. Okay, so what could be the right answer? My cousin is really because her boyfriend will come back tomorrow. What do you think, Omar? What's the right answer?
Okay, teacher, let me see. Yes, I think my cousin is really embarrassing because her boyfriend will come back tomorrow.
Okay, it could be. Okay, very good job. Now let's move to example 8. Hey mom, don't show my baby photos to him. It's so? What do you think, Flora?
We can use the three last word, teacher, in the last examples, 8, 9, and 10. We only use
Yes.
the last three words.
No, if you think that you can change some words, you can do it.
Okay.
So what do you think, Flora?
For me, hi mom, don't show my baby photos to him. It's so excited.
Okay, very
Or
good, thank you. Let's check number 9. This grammar exercise is too. Can you explain me? What is the answer,
Yes,
Omar?
the context I think is really clear. The grammar exercise is too confusing. Can you explain me?
Okay, very good. And Flor, example 10 is for you. So this movie is,
for me,
I don't want to watch it again. So it's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie. It's boring. This movie is boring.
It's boring,
I don't
okay.
want to watch it again.
Okay, so we will change this word, okay, to the last one. Let's check, boring. So maybe we can say that Jose was amazed with the romantic movie. Okay, guys, let's check if the sentences are correct. Jose was amazed by the romantic movie. Guys, is the sentence talking about feelings or talking about the situation? He's talking about Jose's feelings. He's talking about Jose's feelings. or the situation?
I think talking with talking was the feelings of Jose.
Yes, it's talking about Jose's feelings. It says, guys, Jose was amazed. Okay, it doesn't talk about, for example, the romantic movie was. Okay, so what does the movie cost? No, guys, it is talking about Jose. Then she is fascinating in literature. Is it correct, guys?
No, because this word is talking about feelings. Fascinating
Okay.
is talking about feelings.
ing is, remember, ing is not for feelings. Okay, ing
It's
is
a
for,
cause.
it's a cow. So she is, uh, let's see, literature is fascinating because of her, or she is fascinating, or she is fascinated in like literature.
Yes, she is fascinated, teacher. Sorry, I have a little confused with
Okay.
that.
Yes, remember, in ing form, we talk about the person who caused something, or the object or the situation that caused something. So in this example, guys, we are talking about feelings. So what do you think it could be the right feeling for her? Interested, amused, or excited?
Interested.
Interested. Yes, everybody. It is interesting. And maybe sentence number 5. I thought her idea was absolutely fascinating. It's
He,
correct. Then,
Christian,
guys, just
uh, for me, this topic is a little bit confused.
yes,
And
okay. It's confusing. Okay.
yes, it's confusing. Or when we talk about feelings, we will use ed,
Yes,
and when it is for the cows, the goats, we will use ing.
that's right. Okay. Anytime you talk about the context of a situation, so you have to use ing. So the context of a situation, or the situation that caused something, you use ing. But anytime you talk about feelings, we use ed. Okay, guys, let's check the last two examples. I consider that we can change. My cousin is really embarrassing. So, oh no, I don't want anyone to see me, because her boyfriend will come back tomorrow. So do you think, is it embarrassing? Is it
I
embarrassing that your family see you with
my,
your girlfriend or boyfriend?
Amused.
Amused? Not really, but let's check. Hey mom, don't show my baby photos to him. I don't want anyone to see my photos. It's so excited. So
no.
do you feel good emotions when someone want to see your baby photos? No. So how do you feel?
I maybe I think teacher maybe frustrating.
Okay, but frustrating, it's good over here.
Yes,
No
yes.
matter how much I study, I can't understand the topic. Okay, guys, let's check together the answers, because it's time. I'm sorry, I took more time than the one that we have. So let's check the sentences, guys. Okay, two sentences are missing, everybody. So embarrassing and excited. So what do we have to do, guys? We have to change positions. As you can see, guys, we move embarrassing over here, move excited in the sentence number 7. So my cousin is really excited. So she really wants to see her boyfriend. Okay, so she's excited because of that. Okay, that is her feeling. Okay, she feels excited. Now, don't show my baby photos because it is embarrassing. I am embarrassed because you show my pictures. Okay, so remember, guys, if we can use because in the examples, so we have to use ing. Okay, guys, now we check if they are all correct. Okay, you did an amazing job, and I really congratulate all of you. It's time to go, guys. I just want to invite you to check the platform. Please, guys, check the activities on the platform and continue working to finish at least for Monday. Everybody, remember, we need to have 50% of the platform. So please, guys, continue working on the platform. And guys, I will send you the presentations in a moment or tomorrow in the morning. Okay, I hope to see you on Monday, guys. Have a great weekend and, well, have a good night too. Bye bye, everybody.
Thank you for everything. Good
Thank you,
night.
teacher.